Hi there. This morning I'd like to talk you through some of the changes in the medieval traditional chart module. This module is available through Jean Kremer's Planet Dance freeware, which you can download from www.jkremers.com. You can find the module under Horoscope, Medieval Traditional Chart. This is the main window of the module, and you can see there Janis Joplin's chart presented in a circular format. This is a major upgrade as of the 2nd of September 2020 for the traditional medieval chart module. So some of the new features that you have are additional variants on the bounds, Chaldean, and Lily's variation on the Ptolemaic bounds, and Lily's triplicity rulers there. The data menu has a couple of new features. You can display the temperament. This is calculated according to Lily's method, or at least a close variation on Lily's method. You also have triplicity lords of the Seclight included now in this module. Some additional lots have been added. And some additional data. The main developments in this module are the ability to work with transits, distributions, and perfections. So this gives increased opportunity to work with the chart in a dynamic way. This annual directions window lays out the current or the positions for reference date, in this case the 2nd of September 2020. The top scope shows the planetary positions in the natal chart here, the house cusps here, and the transit positions for the current day and the time of birth. So you can see here that Joplin has the transits of, or the upcoming conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in Capricorn, Jupiter approaching Saturn in Capricorn in the 11th house dynamically using Porphyry, or the 12th house by whole sign. These scopes are organised in terms of the rising sign, 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, and so on. And you have the option to refer to the dynamic cusps using your preferred quadrant method up here. This is the perfections scope. So you have the Joplin would be, if she were alive, is having a 6th house perfection year. That's by whole sign houses. So the perfected ascendant would be in Cancer in the 6th whole sign house, dynamically in the 5th, and the lord of the monthly perfection would be in the 1st house by whole sign, or the 12th dynamically. This is the lord of the year and the lord of the month. The next scope shows the solar return. Again, the natal positions are repeated at the top, and underneath are the solar return positions for the 19th of January 2020. The last scope is showing the distributions of the directed ascendant and midheaven. Again, natal positions here, and the directed MC, if Joplin were alive, would be more or less conjunct the ascendant, and the directed ascendant would be in around mid-Gemini. If you refer to the natal chart, you can see these marked. This is the directed midheaven, the black marker, and the directed ascendant, the green marker. The perfections markers, this is the directed perfected year, and this is the perfected month. So perfected year is the red, perfected month is the blue. This is only for the ascendant position. You can change the reference date, so if we go for a date within her lifetime, 1969, I believe she was still alive, we'll leave the day and month the same. You recalculate and go back to the annual directions window. You'll see the positions for the 19th of January 1969. So this would be her solar return for 1969. Here, these are the directed ascendant and midheaven positions. You can cross-reference to the natal chart. So her directed MC was just entering the 12th house in Capricorn by whole sign, just entering the 11th by dynamic sign there, and the perfected directed ascendant down here in Aries in Jupiter, ruled by the bounce of Jupiter, and she was in a third house perfected year by whole sign, and at the time she was in a perfected month, 10th house by whole sign here, and you can see the rulers, both ruled by Mars. You can also show the solar return for that year. The markers are repeated around here, but just be aware these will be referred to the natal positions, not so you just need to be wary of that. But you have on the outside the natal positions, and the inside the return positions for that date, 19th of January 1969. You can also show transits to the natal chart, natal charts on the inside, and the transits on the outer side. Lastly, you can look at the position of the directed ascendant, the annual directed ascendant and the annual directed MC. So this is the directed ascendant. You can look for a particular date in the year, the solar return year, and see which bound lord was ruling that particular period of days or weeks. So if we look at the, let's say the 23rd of April 1969, if we go to the return chart, so the directed ascendant had moved into this area of the chart, the solar return chart, that is. You can refer to the help for assistance. There's plenty of information there for you about the module. That's also available in Dutch. So that's the main features of the traditional medieval chart in its latest release. That's 7.48, version 7.48, released on the 2nd of September 2020.